Mother's Day brunch is less a shift and more a controlled storm. By 10 in the morning, every table is full. The waitlist stretches past the door, and the kitchen printer sounds like it's unraveling. I move through it automatically, refill, clear, greet, reassure. I've been here since freshman year of college. What started as a part-time job to cover textbooks turned into rent, then tuition. Then the down payment on my first car. My mother has never once eaten here. She used to tell people I was between opportunities, even when I was working double shifts to keep my student loans low. My sister, Lauren, went straight from college to a marketing firm with glass walls and catered lunches. My mother understood that world. She didn't understand mine. At 11:40, the hostess caught my eye and mouthed, "Table 12." I glanced toward the front. My mother stepped in first, wearing a pale blue dress and the careful expression she uses in public. Lauren followed, sunglasses perched on her head, phone already in hand. They didn't see me at first. I considered asking to switch sections. I didn't. Professionalism is a kind of armor. I grabbed 2 menus and walked over. "Happy Mother's Day," I said evenly. My mother looked up. There was a flicker, recognition, then she smiled too brightly. "Oh," she said, loud enough that the neighboring table paused mid-conversation. "We didn't realize you worked here." A beat. How embarrassing for us. It carried 6 tables at least. Lauren let out a small, uncomfortable laugh. Not malicious, just compliant. The old reflex stirred in my chest, the instinct to shrink. To make it easier for her, to treat her comment like harmless humor. But I was tired of training dismissal into something polite. I smiled, picked up the menu, and said clearly, "I run this floor." 4 words. Not loud. Not sharp, just accurate. Lauren blinked. My mother's smile tightened. Before either of them could respond, the kitchen door swung open and Daniel, our general manager, crossed the room quickly toward us. He didn't look annoyed. He looked focused. "Hey," he said to me, slightly out of breath. "The party of 14 just confirmed. We need your call on splitting sections. Also, the vendors hear about the expansion permits." He said it the way he always does, expecting an answer. Not approval. An answer. I nodded. "Put the 14 across sections 2 and 3. I'll adjust rotation. Tell the vendor I'll be in the office in 5. He glanced at my table. "Everything good here?" "Yes," I said. "I've got it." "Perfect," he replied, already pivoting back toward the kitchen. It took less than a minute. But something fundamental had shifted in that space. My mother's posture changed first. The performative embarrassment evaporated. Lauren looked at me differently, not warmly, not apologetically. Just differently. I took their drink order without commentary, water for my mother, mimosa for Lauren. I treated them like any other guests. Explained the specials, recommended the seasonal frittata, checked back promptly. They didn't mention embarrassment again. Halfway through their meal, my mother cleared her throat. "So," she said carefully, "how long have you been managing?" "About a year," I replied. "Promoted last spring." She nodded slowly, absorbing a timeline she had never asked about. Lauren looked around the restaurant, the full tables, the controlled chaos, the staff checking in with me at the pass-through window. "This is a lot of responsibility," she said. "It is." I agreed. I didn't fill the silence after that. They ate. I moved between tables, handling a billing dispute at one, calming a delayed order at another. When I passed by table 12 they watched. Not critically, observantly. There's a difference. At the end of the meal, my mother reached for the check. "It's on the house today," I said. Mother's Day policy for immediate family of staff. It wasn't true for everyone. But it was within my authority. Her hand paused. "You don't have to do that," she said, softer now. "I know." She left a tip anyway. Generous. Folded carefully under the receipt as they stood to leave. Lauren hesitated. "You've always worked hard," she said, almost to herself. It wasn't an apology, but it wasn't dismissal either. After they left, Daniel leaned against the host's stand. "That was your family?" he asked. "Yes." "He handled that well." I shrug. "It's brunch." But it wasn't just brunch. For years, my sacrifices existed in the margins, unseen because they didn't fit the version of success my mother recognized. Today, She had watched a room respond to me without her narration guiding it. Authority has a way of clarifying things. Not loudly, just unmistakably. That night, my phone buzzed with a message from my mother. Proud of you. 2 words. They didn't erase the earlier sentence, but they replaced it. And this time, no one else had to hear it for it to matter.